story that drug test results were in from the testing performed a couple weeks back on 3 police officers at the Hagatna Precinct. The drug tests were a result of crystal meth found in the front seat of a police vehicle parked outside the precinct in the island's capital. GPD spokesperson Sergeant Mike Uggan.
When you look at the criminal side, what we basically do is just like any other case, we'll confiscate drugs.
But this time it's not like any other case, as the investigation involves one of their own. As we reported, only one of the officers who was tested for drugs was transferred to GPD dispatch. Police are not confirming a positive test came back, but KUAM confirms through multiple sources that an officer did test positive. Sergeant Uggan says the next step of the investigation is to determine if the drugs belong to the uniform officer.
So if anybody comes back positive, doesn't mean they own that substance that was found. It just means a findings through the investigation that somebody came up positive in a drug testing. That is handled administratively. Not necessarily they'll be arrested. You do understand that we do have a new law that we don't fall under the safe harbor. So anybody in law enforcement that is found positive for drug testing, there is a consequence, and usually that consequence is you're going to be relieved from duty and more than likely released. An arrest is always possible, but you just have to come up with the right evidence to substantiate that arrest. And just like anything, if we have to go to court, we have to be able to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that that individual is, and in fact, is the one that owns it, and they are the ones who did it. So just like any other case, we have to do the same thing.
Meantime, Public Safety Oversight Chair Senator Adolfo Palacios tells KUAM the law is clear. Safe harbor no longer applies and the officer should be dismissed. The final decision, however, is up to the Chief of Police, pending the outcome of the investigation.